That Bologna, yes.
Yeah. A lot of look, but milk. Milk when they introduce you to formula, and when you take your baby off formula to milk, that changes the hormonal balance too.
It's a lot thrown off the hormonal balance of the children. It's a lot. It's everything.
Man, it don't matter what they give you. The best thing that you can give a human baby is breast milk from a mother.
Absolutely.
You can come up with every concoction you want to, every fucking super drink you can figure out, put all of the vitamins and minerals you want to in there. It's still information that's in the colostrum and the breast milk of the mother. And it's a chemical reaction taking place when the baby is locked on to the areola and the brain of the mother is spitting out oxytocin, right? And she looking at the baby, and the baby becomes soothed from the presence of the mother, and her temperature is adjusted to fit his comfort level.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So we don't take all that. That's too much shit. That's too much thinking, nigga. Just get that motherfucker a bottle and throw some formula in that motherfucker. Right? That ain't how this shit works.
Yeah.
The baby get valuable information from breastfeeding from the mother.
Yeah.
You can't replace that with nothing that's synthetic. You get valuable chemical reactions between the child and the mother. A lot of postpartum depression is from mothers not breastfeeding. From her not breastfeeding just fucks her up. Minerals and amino acids and whatnot. So in this one, we're going to deal more with chi, as they call it in the Far East. They call it prana in India, but we call it the ba, the spirit body in Egypt. And the ba, black sheep. So 3 knock ba on that. So the ba is the spirit body, and incorporate the whole body matrix of the spirit body. You have to build up what you would call your energy field. Now, a lot of y'all are not aware of how to do that, so we're gonna get into a little bit of that. I'm gonna try to give it a few more minutes and let a few more people get in here since I can't share and on this device. I don't know why it's only let me share to 3 people. It's insane. Well, okay, so I'm gonna go over a few things that y'all seen in TV to get y'all visuals on what I'm talking about. When I use the TV reference, know that the televised reference is an exaggerated idea of what's real. It's an exaggeration in order for you to realize what's taking place on a different level. Now we see like animes like Dragon Ball Z, different cartoons like the X-Men, and you see them shoot energy out of this part of their hand right here. In this part of the hand, like Magneto might shoot a magnetic burst out of his hand. Another one might do something else out of his hand. Sometimes they have like a projectile that flies out of the hand. If that's a cartoon version, is an extreme exaggeration. There's energy that comes out of there. This is true. It's detectable without a machine by cupping the hands together and slowly pushing together. You are starting to press your positive and your negative against each other. And if you pay attention and give it a mild focus, you will feel the energy build up between them. Well, this exercise is the equivalent of doing push-ups for your spirit. And the more you do it, the stronger it gets. That means that your spirit body is becoming stronger, meaning that your aura is becoming more expansive through your torsion field. Your torsion field is when your heart chakra open and your third eye and your crown seat is open. There's a light beam that shoots from your tailbone when your sacred secretion, your sacred secorium rises to the top. Now, I'm going to give y'all some some references to try to understand what I'm talking about, because it's not always easy to incorporate new information into what we've been led to believe. So go to Tai Chi. In Tai Chi, you'll see them moving the hands in a motion like a ball. The psychological focus of the exercise of Tai Chi is on the connecting of the two poles of energy in the palms and learning to control the ball once you've made it. Once you made it, you're supposed to be able to move it. The ball of energy, then it becomes like a pill empty capsule for you to put intent in there, throw it up to the universe, and it do its thing. But that's another form of ancient magic that they told y'all was crazy. Okay, so when you go to Tai Chi and they teaching you to press that energy and do that exercise to build that energy between the palms, it seems to you from the first person perspective that it's only building the connection from here to here. But in order for this connection to increase, the overall aura energy field has to increase. So the body has to vibrate higher because it's going to get a bigger aura. And this is conditioning the body, whether it want to be conditioned or not, to absorb a whole light body. As you strengthen this, if you've been cleaning your filters, and the more that you do it, right, the more you strengthen it, and the more you strengthen, the bigger your aura get. When that light ray finally come all the way through the lens of the upper atmosphere and hit you, you can incorporate your whole light body, your whole spiritual body in your physical form. You can accommodate it without the disruption in the energy between the nervous system and the rest of the body, because it's going to come in through the nerves. And this is why all of your chakras is on what they call a nerve ganglia. That means a gang, some thugs of nerves, and puddled up in the posse in each one of those sites, like they on the corner, you know, bumping the box, like an alibi for slinging the rocks, that kind of shit. You know, the nerve gang, they all clicked up. It's a huddle of it. It's like a nest, all huddled together of nerves. And they generate energy at each site. These sites have connectors of energy and nerves. And then in the Western medicine, it's called your nervous system. In the Far East, they use the energy as your acupoints, your acupressure points, where they go to certain spots on that nerve in order to realign the energy transfer along that meridian or that pathway of the nerve. When they do this, it allows the nerve to recover from a blockage. Now, those nerve blockages, 9 out of 10 was an emotional block that got trapped in your nervous system because you didn't know how to keep your nerves from bottling up, is what they call it. They bottle up and it causes a knot in your nervous system. When they do it in the brain and you finally get overwhelmed by it, that ganglia of nerves pops. It's called a stroke, an aneurysm, and a neural aneurysm. Give you a stroke. It's explosion, boom, in the brain. Just like somebody put a firecracker in there and lit it directly in your brain. The remedy for that is to keep the omega-369s, your essential fatty acids is what it's called. Your essential fatty acids keeps those nerve endings free. So just like when you free that emotional bullshit, the baggage you carry, the resentments you have, I can't stand that motherfucker over there. Why? I don't know. I just don't like the way he be looking. Why? Because you was taught to find every excuse you can to take all this self-hate that they feeding you to yourself and put it on somebody else and blame them for you hating yourself. You can't do that. That's not fair. You could do it, but it's not going to serve a beneficial outcome. So you don't judge other people, because that's when you start judging yourself. Every judgment you got of somebody else is a condemnation of something that you have in yourself. So you have what you call double speak. It's two languages being spoken at the same time. And one language is for one group of people and another language is for another group of people. This is what they do in politics. It's called double speak. And they tell you how stuff work on one level, but they pass messages behind your back, in front of your face, without you never knowing they talking over your head. So as soon as you catch what's coming over your head, that's an interception. When you get an interception, what you do? Run for the goddamn touchdown, motherfuckers. Touchdown. Now we up for the field goal. Finna punt this bitch home. So when that build up, the Qigong masters, right? Now, they are specialists in the research of the energy body more so than the nervous system, like acupuncture. They deal with the aura as a whole, or the vibrational aspect of the energy that emanates from the body. I forgot my man's name on my page. And that's what he does. I got a couple of them. One of them is Dariel Pruitt. He's a masseuse that deals in the Qigong therapy as well. And he's pretty good. So if y'all want to know about that, then y'all could probably tag him. He watched this video. He'll get with you on it. And my man last name Burns. He on my friends list. And I can't think of his first name right now. But he's in the Qigong healing and different things of that nature. And there's a few more people in my page that's into how Qigong works, the mechanics and the energy exchanges and whatnot. Then once you get this understanding of building up the energy body and flushing the body with the water, keeping it hydrated, because accumulated dehydration will creep up on you and you won't never see it coming because you've been drinking other fluids. But when you put all this stuff together, when the stars line up to who you are, when your particular other part of yourself, your star self, get into alignment with your physical self and you wake all the way up, then you're not going to need a teacher, because your teacher is going to be you. You're going to be your own self teacher, your own self guide form that will consult with the universe to get all answers to all things. Now, that's what Sika talks about. And she not sure she got to go to source. She's always talking about she got to go to source. Well, this is what she's talking about. She was trained on specifically that alone, which made it a little one-sided, but it had to be that way to finally awaken to the balance of nature and to incorporate the whole form of the spiritual body in the physical matrix, to become one with your light body, has always been our goal. Everybody wasn't allowed the same opportunity to experience their whole light body. Some people was intended to be slaves forever. That wasn't fair. So mama said, fix it. So we fixed it. So ain't nobody gonna be slaves no more. All them So back in the day, Prince wrote a song called Ronnie Talk to Russia Before It's Too Late, before they blow up the world. That's a whole nother day. And we don't have Ronald Reagan. We got his little buddy, Donald the Duck. So Donnie talked to Russia before it's too late, because we about to take this bitch back, because it's our world, right? So all these people that was putting roadblocks in the way, matter no more. Work done. So the master key to ascension is to prepare yourself to receive your whole light body. The fact that you can think about it is mentally preparing you for it already. Some people, just off that fact alone, body and mind going to start working together to move you automatically in direction because we all want to be one with the light. We all want to be one with the source. We all want to experience the ability to have the life that we want as part of God, as heaven on earth, utopia, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But it's the natural balance in the everything to the environment around you. Your spatial awareness determines what you understand about the environment around you. The less you understand about how you fit in the world, the less you understand about the environment around you. The less you understand about the environment around you, you don't have no concept of how to navigate the physical world and still not lose your spiritual self. And that was the whole trick, to navigate the physical world without losing your spiritual self, because your spirit self is eternal. But the only way you can lose it is if your body, your psyche becomes so damaged you can't process. That's why I say you lose your mind, you lose your soul. Because if you don't have a mind to assimilate the from the universe to man, everybody are looking for a leader. You're your own leader. It's already in you, already God. You just got to remember the God form is God only help those who help themselves. Think about that for a minute. God only look out for babies and damn fools. Think about that for a minute. If you don't help yourself, God can't help you. Well, where God at? How we find this motherfucker so he can come help us? The God is within. It's your genie in the bottle. It's your resurrected self from the death of the ignorance of the knowledge of its existence through the distraction of the 1,000 points of light that they put in places to be our stumbling blocks. We turn 1,000 points of light into 1,000 motherfucking pieces of life and put that shit back together. So when they thought that they was gonna lay their hand down and we was gonna just take that shit, it don't work like that. You take my sister's shit, my mama told me, go get your sister shit from them filthy animals and give it back to them. Ask them what I did. All of it. Stay shit. If you give everything to who it belonged to, well, nobody had no problems with nothing because everybody have what's already theirs. And if you got what's already theirs, you won't even need what somebody else have. As long as you got everything you use, you might not have everything you need. But your needs become before your wants. So don't confuse what you want with what you need. Because sometimes what you need is definitely not what you want, and what you want is definitely not what you need. See? It's a riddle in your own mind. All of it is saying the same thing from a different angle. That's the splinter effect of the information. The same shit in different directions. It's the same shit in different directions. It's the fragmented knowledge. It's the inability to tie the ends together from the disruption that was taking place. You tie the ends together, you solve the riddle. And you sit to see it stream before your eyes like they was able to read the binary code streaming on the matrix. You'd be able to read that shit like you reading a book. It's hieroglyphics, metal netter, the writing of God, in real time as the byproduct of creation that we call the universe. Everything in the universe is written by the hand of God. Who is God? God is the great mother, Tara Ray, the infinite black, the nine ether. That's who God is. God is the uterus, the womb that all the creation rests in. That's who God is. So when the flushing of the primordial waters come through to clean out the motherfucker, she need a discharge. You know, every now and then, you know, the vagina got to clean itself, so it produces discharge. Well, Earth got to clean herself, so she need a discharge. So Atlas shrugged, because he got his motherfucking shoulders wet. She was standing on his shoulders. You know, you done had a chick on your shoulders before, right? You get a little giddy. Anyway, so the only way out at this point is critical mass. Critical mass come when the most amount of people begin to understand that they have to incorporate their whole life body and disregard the fear factors in order for all of us to shift. Everybody got to lean at the same time. Bump straight, lean right. Bump straight, lean left. Bump straight. As long as you bump straight, in the end, we're going to all bump straight. This shit is going to straighten out.